Hello, my name is Brenda Woodmansee, and I'm a nursing student at the University of South Alabama College of Nursing, and I'd like to do your musculoskeletal assessment today, if that's okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So the first thing I want to do is I want to assess both of your knees. Can you sit on that table? Okay, thank you. Now, I would stand right in front of her knees. Oh, but I'm going to figure out another way to do it, but I would stand right here like this, okay? So, the first thing I'm going to do is inspect your knees, and I'm going to note that you have on tights, or whatever you call this, and I can't see your knees, so you need to be able to see them. But I'm going to note the color, and I'm going to see that your skin looks pale, slightly tanned, but I see no cyanosis or bruising or redness or anything like that, and it's equal bilaterally. And then I'm going to look for any swelling, masses, and deformities, and I don't see that on either knee. And then I'm going to palpate your knees, if that's okay. So, let's see. Does that hurt? Okay. Does that hurt? All right. No tenderness noted, and I don't feel it palpate any swelling, masses, or deformities. And then I'm going to note that when I was touching you, I felt your temperature, and you're very warm and equal bilaterally. Okay. So there, now we're going to check your musculoskeletal strength. So I want you to do your arms like this, put them more like that, and I'm going to have to stand right in front of her to do this, but I'll kind of stand off to the side for the video. I don't know who, but anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull against your arms, and I want you to pull towards yourself. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to try to push in, and you're going to push out. Okay, very good. So you can put your arms down now. That was a 5 out of 5 on the upper extremities. And now I'm going to do the lower extremities. So I'm going to have you lift your legs up against my resistance. Okay, that's good. Very good. And now I'm going to, I need to do both of them. I'm going to have you pull under the table, and I'm going to pull against you. Very good. And now I'm going to push you towards under the table, and you're going to push against me. Very good. Woo. Okay. She's very strong. She's a 5 out of 5 on the lower extremity and the upper extremities on her musculoskeletal strength. See, I'm windy. Okay. Now I'm going to have you stand up for me. Oh. I'm going to have to get you to take off your shoes. I'm sorry. In your socks. Probably should have done this before I started. It wouldn't count in my time. Okay. So I don't want to, I'm going to have you turn toward me, so of course it's going to be bad for these people can watch me and they can watch you over there. All right, so we're going to go top to bottom and check the range of motion on all of your joints, and I'm going to note any crepitus, okay? You know what, something just struck me. I hate to do this, the instructor's going to be cussing because they're going to have to scroll back up. Did I ask you if you had any tenderness when I palpated your knee? Oh, I did. Never mind. Sorry. Go back down. Okay. So, we're going to start with the jaw. So, open. You're going to do everything I do, and I'll tell you to. So, open, and then protrude your jaw like that, and then do side to side. Okay. All righty. And now we're going to do the neck. I'm going to have to turn sideways so I can watch you. So, we're going to put your chin to your chest and flex, and then straight up is extend. And then back is hyperextend. Okay. Now we're going to do the lateral bend with your without moving your shoulders. Put your ear to your shoulder as much as possible. Wow, look at that. And then you're going to do this side. Okay, very good. And now you're going to turn and look at the class. And now you're going to turn and look away from the class. That's rotation. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, now we're going to do the shoulder. So we're going to flex, extend, hyperextend, okay? And then we're going to abduct and adduct. And then we're going to do internal rotation. Of course, I have to cut. And then external rotation. All right, very good. Okay, we're going to go to the next joint, which is the elbow. So we're going to flex, which I already know you can do from the early one, but I'm going to get you to do it again. Extend, and then just lock them out, hyperextend. And then we're going to pronate and supinate. Then we're going to do your wrist and fingers. So you're going to flex, extend, hyperextend. Then you're going to do radial deviation and ulnar deviation. And then we're gonna do the fingers. You're gonna flex. She's getting ahead of me. Extend, hyperextend. And then we're going to make a fist. That's adduction, and spread your fingers out, which is abduction. And then you're gonna touch your thumb to each finger, and then you're gonna touch your thumb to the base of your little finger. Okay. Now we're going to go to the hip. So far we've done everything bilaterally, but now we're just gonna do each one side, and we're gonna, normally we would do this bilaterally, but it's a check. And you wanna hold on because I don't want you to fall over. So now we're going to lift your knee up, you're gonna flex, extend straight down, and then kick it back as hyperextend. Okay, and now we're gonna abduct. Whew, look at that. Adduct. Internal rotation. And external rotation. Wow. Okay, and then I thought I was in shape. No. Okay. I forgot what I'm doing. Okay, now we're gonna do the knee. We're gonna flex, and then we're gonna extend, and then you can lock it out, and then hyperextension. And now we're gonna do the foot, and we're gonna point your toe to the floor, which is plantar flexion, and point your toe to your chin, which is dorsiflexion, and then you're gonna turn your sole out. There you go, that's eversion. And you're gonna turn your sole in, which is inversion, and then you're gonna curl your toes, and then you're gonna spread them out. That was flexion. Then you're gonna spread, there you go, stick them out, that's extension. Yay! I was goofing off too much, but I think I did all your joints, and you had full range of motion, and I didn't notice any crepitus. So now we're gonna check your spinal flexibility. So you're gonna face me, and I'm gonna do this so I can look at you out of the side of my eye. But we're gonna do our spine, so we're gonna bend down towards the floor if you can, but you don't have to. That's flexion, and this is extension, and then 30 degrees back is hyperextension. And then we're going to do a lateral bend where you try not to move your hips too much, but you bend. You have to move them a little bit, but there you go, and then you go that way. And now you're gonna rotate with trying to keep your hips still, so you're gonna rotate towards the class, and you're gonna rotate away from the class. Okay, so that's that. I didn't notice any crepitus there either, and you did good, full range of motion. So now I'm gonna look at your spine. So let's turn you around towards the class. Now this is where I really need to be standing straight on. But I'm not going to stand straight on because it's a video, and her gown would be open. Make sure the gown is open. So I'm going to look from her neck to her gluteal cleft, and I'm going to note that her spine is straight, so it's in alignment. I'm also going to be making sure that her shoulders are even, her scapula are even, and her iliac crest are even. So now we've done that. So now I'm going to get you to turn back towards me again. And I'm going to note that her cervical spine is concave, her thoracic spine is convex, and her lumbar spine is concave. And now we're going to turn your back to them again. And again, you need to be straight, looking at her straight on. I'm going to have you bend over a little bit, about that much. Okay, so I'm looking for scoliosis, so I'm looking at the straightness of her the alignment of her spine again, which looks good. And then I'm making sure that one shoulder's not higher, that her scapula are even, and that her iliac crests are even. Okay, you can stand up. And you have no I don't see any signs of scoliosis on you. So I think you're done, so you can put on your shoes, but I'm gonna think a minute and make sure I did everything. So I checked her